I was attached to play the Swede for 3 or 4 years before I became the director, and what initially drew me to it was the family story. I felt very much the father who I was playing, and the relationship with his daughter and the relationship with his wife was very accurately depicted. Beautiful writing, and some of the moments were very familiar to me as a father of 4 girls, and a lot of it not familiar to me, luckily, because there's quite an extreme story here of loss, I guess. But I thought it was an amazing piece of writing, and I was happy to throw myself at it as an actor. So it was an extraordinary family story and a tragedy, which is unusual in today's cinematic climate, I suppose. So I was happy to throw myself at that. As a director, you're trying to bring your vision of what you read to life. I think as an actor, you read a script in a certain way, and you envisage the whole world of the script. You're not just reading your character in isolation. You imagine the world, the setting, the other characters. So it's no different, really, to the reading or the imaginings of a director. The only difference is, as the director, you can make it feel like that and look like that and sound like that, and try and create the image that you had in your imagination. I was excited to have that opportunity to experience this sort of greater creative conversation of making a movie from the very beginning to the very end, and I loved every minute of it, and I'd like to do it again. Amazing to work with all of the actors. I was so lucky to have Jennifer and Dakota and Uzo and Valerie Curry and Peter Regan and David Strathairn and Rupert Evans. The list goes on and on. It was an amazing cast, and I had a great time working with them. I love acting, and I love actors, and I've always thought the best acting is when you're sort of creatively satisfied, when you get to really explore not only your character, but how those scenes are being played. I think that's maybe one of the great things I'm proud of, is the acting's really spectacular across the board. The writing's very good. It's a period film without being in your face. That's the sort of challenge I set my designers, Dan Clancy, the production designer, Lindsay McKay, the costume designer, Judy Chin, the makeup designer, Jason Sika, the hair designer, and Martin Rua, my cinematographer, was to make the period always accurate and correct, but without it being in your face. I didn't want the period to be like a gauze holding the audience from these characters, and so they did that really, really seamlessly, and I'm really proud of that as well.